What is up there, guys? This is Cob and welcome back to our Stellaris playthrough as the Vovalian Reach. Last episode we basically just introduced the faction. In this one, we're just going to admire for a moment the vastness of the fucking galaxy here. And how tiny we are in comparison to it. Of course, these lovely little green lines right here, the shape around us, are our borders around our starting planet. And honestly, we should be looking to occupy as much space around us as possible in the coming, every single episode from now on. Domination is the name of the game in Stellaris. And because we are slavers and militarists, a lot of people are not going to like us. A lot of the other factions are not going to want to trust us, so there's going to be a lot of military means going on here. Anyways, our star system of Vovil. Where are we? Where are we? There we are, man. There's home. There's Vovil right there, dude. Look at that. Where's our little space station? There's the space station, man, the Vovalian spaceport. This is where we're going to be producing all of our ships and stuff from here. Little combat ships, construction ships, science ships, all that good stuff. Okay, before we get started with just about anything, I'm going to queue up some commands right here. So we have 3 ships right here in this lovely little military fleet, as denoted by this, military fleets. I'm just going to go ahead and do what I always do when I start to play through with this faction. I like to call my fleet the Talons of Olga. And whenever my leader updates, for example, he might be called Barry. I don't think Olga would have such terrible naming practices. But let's just say that he's called Barry or Gertrude. You know what I'm saying? Very, very futuristic names. I know it's the 2200, as you can see. Barry is still a very, very popular name. I'll just call it the Talons of Barry. I don't give a fuck. Or maybe I'll call it the Teeth of Barry. Or some shit like that. I mean, it'll just be the nails of Barry. I don't know if he has talons, but... so yeah, I'm just going to take my fleet right here. And I'm just going to split these guys up a little. I'm going to split them into 3 separate stacks. We can actually zoom all the way in on them and just see them here. There they are. There's my 3 dinky little ships, each with a power level of 35. So they're very, very weak. But all I'm going to be doing with these is just sending them all out in random directions. Send this guy over here. He can come all the way back over here. I'm just queuing these orders up. And then bring him back home after that. The next one can go, I guess, over this way. Back over here. And then back home. And this one can go out to here. Up, over, down, and around. Just to kind of get some preliminary scouting done of our immediate surroundings. So we've queued up all of those paths now. Good stuff. They're all going to do that. While I'm on... Oh shit, we zoomed kind of far into the sun there. Wow, man, that's beautifully detailed, actually. Like, considering how much I'm zoomed in on that, you know? Oh shit. That's stunningly fucking detailed for such a close-up image, man. What the hell? Yeah, so I'm just going to go through this lovely little outline option box right here. This is where we just control everything. Obviously we have the military fleets like we just went through. We have our planets, which if I just click Vovil, it will just open the options for the planet of Vovil down here, and from there we can access, first of all, a planet summary. We can see who is governing the planet, all of its general incomes, all that stuff. You don't really need to worry too much about this stuff. This is for me to worry about while I'm micromanaging. The surface of the planet. Every planet has a certain amount of tiles. Some of the tiles are blocked off with this kind of yellow tape. So we need to pay some energy and some resources just to clear off these tiles and start benefiting from them. Every tile can have a population member on it. And if they've got a population member on it, they are earning income. And you can build buildings on the tile that match whatever the tile naturally gives. So for example, this tile right here is giving food. And it's giving bonus food, because there's someone working on it who is a slave. This little icon here means that he's enslaved. And it also has a hydroponics farm built on that tile as well. So it's giving us bonus food for 2 different reasons. It's giving us base food, it's giving us extra for the slave, and it's giving us extra for having built a farm on it. And for example, on this tile right here, it's giving us physics. So if I wanted to build something on here, and there was another population member who was perhaps about to appear on here through, population growth, I could click this, hit build, and I would build a science lab on here. A basic science lab. Why? Because it gives some physics research. It gives some physics research, so it will actually stack with what the tile naturally gives us. If I was to build a farm on this, or a goddamn mining network or something for some bonus minerals, sure, I'd get the bonus minerals, but we'd lose access to the base physics research that this tile gives. That's the TLDR of building. Simple stuff. Armies. Don't have to look at this too much. These are ground units that appear on the planet. You can take assault armies from the planet up into space to conquer other planets. Or you can just build defense units on there, which is what we have right here. You can see that we have like 5 units of, defense army units here. Just defending the planet. These guys are here by default because this is our capital. Yeah, fairly simple stuff. And lastly, you have the planet's spaceport, which we've already seen. The spaceport has some modules. This one has a laser defense module, so it can fight back a little if it's getting attacked. You can build lots of extra things on it, which we have not unlocked yet. So there's nothing in this box right now. But trust me, you can buy other things on it, I swear. And of course, you can build things like ships. Science ships, construction ships, battleships. And we can unlock more ships in this in the future as well, but we'll get to that soon. Alright, so that's all the planetary stuff. That's the lovely little options there at the side. The planets, battleships, civilian ships, and this is where we just control our construction and our science ships as well. Okay, what the hell then do the science ships do? Science ships are basically the reconnaissance unit of our empire. What they're going to do is scout this solar system out for resources that we can mine, and they're going to scout almost everything around us as well. All of these other little stars right here are all star systems just like ours, and they're going to have planets around them. Maybe we'll be able to live on some of those planets. Maybe we will discover mining stations that we can build with our construction ship on those planets. Maybe there'll be hostiles in the system, and the science ship will be the first thing to identify those and just let us know that we need to send some military over there to clear out the system before we can start using it. So what I'm going to do with the science ship is click it. Well, actually, I'm going to make my construction ship follow the science ship first. Let's do that. Take the science ship, shift right click, and hit survey system. And it's just going to survey everything. It just works out the best route to go from every moon, every asteroid, the sun itself, through and around all other planets, just scouting everything for us here. So we'll know exactly, we'll get our bearings. Now if I hit shift here as well, I can just right click my way through all of these systems, hit survey system, and it will just make its way through all of these. So I want to scout all of the closest ones first. I'm just going to do this like so. Setting it up all around these. You know what? You're going to get so bored of watching me do this fucking shit later on in the game. Because I swear, man, there's so much... Oh, you know what? Let's actually go over here next. Oh, man, that's a bit of a detour, but fuck it. There's so much of this that has to be done later on. Oh, can I not do that? Yeah, I couldn't set that up. I ran out of commands to chain up, but that's fine. I'm going to unpause now. No, I'm not. I'm going to repause again. The game just stays paused for a long time. It's one of those kinds of games where you have to keep on pausing. If not, you run out of stuff and you start not min-maxing, which really, really sucks. Let's set up some research, man. Research. Okay. You know what? I should do this afterward. This is the last thing I'm going to have to fucking explain. Energy credits. These are used to power your buildings and your ships. Everything that you build and every ship that you build, every building you build on a planet consumes energy credits. You have to make sure that you're earning enough of these through things like power plants to be able to sustain your empire at all times. Next up, we got minerals. You see we've got some plus 16 mineral income per month right there. These are of course used to build buildings, build ships, blah blah blah, build spaceports, things like that. Anything that you build, you're using minerals basically. Food! This sustains our population, it keeps them happy, and once you get a food surplus, which is over 200, having extra food will increase population growth speed, which is great. Influence, gain some of this every single month. We gain quite a lot actually, plus 3.5 per month is really good, considering we're just starting out, and that's because we got the cutthroat politics, trait when we were designing this race. So we're getting a good amount of this, and influence allows you to make political maneuvers in the galaxy. You'll see what I'm talking about in a bit. Unity, Save up Unity to spend in these skill trees right here, which allow you to basically buy traits that help define your race and make them specialists in certain fields. All these ones across here are just science incomes. You see we've got physics, society research, which we are quite proficient in, and engineering research. All fairly simple stuff. All of these science incomes here power a certain kind of research. Physics, society, engineering. The more income you have on these, the quicker you research things. Everything that you can research, you have 3 possible options that pop up at a time. You choose one of them, it begins researching it, and it alerts you once it's complete, and you can start another research. All the most simple thing ever. What I'm going to go for here is just economy. I don't think we need a power plant Mach 2 just yet. I'm going to go for the physics lab so we can start increasing our science a bit more. Let's do that. Society. We could go for hydroponics farm rank 2 so we can start producing bonus food, like even more food. Naval capacity. We don't really need bonus navy capacity right yet. We have 3 out of 15, but we're not in any immediate danger, so we don't need that. Propaganda broadcasts. This edict creates broad information delivery mechanisms ensuring that a consistent and positive narrative is maintained. How authoritarian is that? Effects last for 10 years on a certain planet and gives the population plus 10% happiness, which makes them more productive. Again, we don't really need that just yet. Let's save that for when we have like a planet full of slaves and we need to like fill them with propaganda and make them feel good. Let's go for the hydroponics farm right now. And for the engineering one, I guess we just go for the mining network rank 2. I think we just go for the mining network rank 2 because minerals are what are going to make our society tick. And this helps us produce 3 minerals per turn from a mining network. So that's all good stuff. Alright, man. And at last, 12 minutes into the episode, we can hit unpause. Oh man, there it is. All those guys going off to scout, those like little military guys. Our lovely little science ship is being tailed by the construction ship, so that we can start building stations and stuff. Count Monobak. Well, that's an interesting name, Olga, for your son. Count Monobak. Oh yeah, we didn't actually see Olga's traits. What's her agenda? Import-export. Okay, so whenever you get a new leader, they tend to have a new modifier. Apparently Olga's agenda is import and export. Trade attractiveness. Man, that's not a very good trait, man. We're not going to be looking to trade with many people, I don't think. We're more looking to be, enslaving them and shit. But plus food income is really nice for population growth, so it's not too bad. Well done, Olga. Good choices all in all, I think. Ruler traits, warlike, weapons damage plus 5%, army damage plus 10%. She's a fucking badass, man. Champion of the people plus 5 happiness, plus 5% happiness. Alright, that's good stuff. Some of my people should be fairly happy then on this planet's surface. This is a little happiness bar down here. Yeah, it's not too bad. And we are actually growing a new population right here on this tile. What we might even do is actually spend cash. It costs 40 energy and 40 minerals to clear the sprawling slums here from this tile. But it unlocks us a 2 mineral tile. Which is good for mining, because, you can see how much minerals this guy is making. It's because he's a slave, man. Slaves generate bonus food and bonus minerals, but they're obviously not very happy people. Ooh, we found some minerals right there, actually. Let's spend some there to get ourselves a mining station on Carver's Landing. Lovely little molten planet here, giving us some bonus minerals. Alright, so I'm going to speed up the game. I'm going to tab out to the galaxy and see how the exploration is going. So we found a planet there. It's a savannah world, eh? That's not that useful to us. Oops. It's not that useful to us, really. So I just want to send my ships out like this. You see that you get some basic information? A tundra world. That's really, really good. What do we got here? An alpine world. God damn. Okay, so there's actually a planet right here. And a planet right here. that we should be able to inhabit. And I can hear Luna going crazy outside the room. Let me just pause this recording real quick. Alright, and I'm back. God damn it. Okay. What's this? Encountering Yusangai. Where the hell's that at? Okay, it's around here. It's around here. Okay, it's the one with a little question mark on it. We've encountered some form of alien vessels in the Usana Itkar system. These strange objects have been flagged as Alpha Menace until we can learn more about them. We should proceed with caution. Okay, Vovil is in an uproar following the news of unidentified ships sighted in the void. Their intentions unknown. It would be prudent to assume the worst. That's because we're xenophobic. Yeah. Our race doesn't like aliens. Oh my god, man. Let me zoom in on this. There's a lot of goddamn aliens here, dude. What the fuck? They actually have a goddamn space station, too. They live on an arid world. And they have 3 ships just like us. This is actually an AI race. What the hell is that? Okay. Where the hell is my ship? Oh, there he is. Okay. He'll be disengaging from there soon. That is interesting, though. Okay. Nice. We discovered more stuff here as well. And just like the science ship, we can queue up some mining station constructions using our construction ship as well. So, for the most part, it's just going to be following the science ship around. And in fact, maybe what we should do is just build another science ship as soon as we can. Oh man, it's going to be a while till we can do that actually. So I'm just going to cancel that last build order there, just to so I get my minerals back. And just reset up that. I think it's really important that we get a second science ship, just to really help scout all of these systems around us. Given that apparently aliens are so goddamn close. Another encounter? What? We've encountered some form of alien vessels in the blah blah blah. The Ashke system. I'm guessing that's up here at the north, right? Yeah, it's up here. These strange objects have been flagged as beta menace until we can learn more about them. Okay, I want to learn about these guys first. I need to learn about Alpha Menace first. Let's open the situation log. And I guess we just research these guys immediately. So this allows us to establish communications. If we're able to figure out who these guys are. And whether they're actually a full civilization, or whether they're just like a bunch of lone aliens, you know. Okay, but as I was saying, man, the planets here are really, really good for us to inhabit. What happened to the Alpine world? What the hell happened to the Alpine world that I found? I swear there was an Alpine world around here. Is my brain playing tricks on me right now? There was one, right? Okay, what's this? We now know without a doubt that a thriving biosphere is not something unique to Vovil. Both the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life found throughout the galaxy. Efforts to catalogue the life forms we encounter are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urges to focus on our planetary survey efforts on habitable, life-bearing worlds. Alright, sure. That just gives us a little event here, habitable worlds surveyed, which means scouted basically with a science ship. So yeah, we want to be expanding here as soon as possible actually to this tundra world. I just wonder what happened to the Alpine world that I spotted. Okay. We finished building the science ship. So which place is this science ship scouting? Scouting all of these. So our second science ship should start around here. Oh, of course, we can't survey a system if it does not have a scientist on board. Let me just assign a leader to that. So we currently have 3 of these guys working in the research labs and 1 of them aboard a ship. We need to recruit another one. Leader recruitment cost. Okay, see, yeah, you can start to see now the things that, you know, you can spend influence on. Things like recruiting leaders and making political gains, stuff like that. So, Research speed, rocketry plus 15. Yeah, I guess we just go with Bemelon, the scientist. Because none of those other traits are really useful. So let's send him over here, survey system. Then we want to... Fuck, was it starting like here? Okay, yeah, I see. I want to go here. And honestly, I just want to jump straight to the fucking Tundra world. And then we'll go back for these ones. I gotta know, man, whether it's inhabitable, you know? I mean, it is inhabitable. I just want to know how good of a planet it is. What, like, tiles it has that we can build on. And it'll help us decide whether we go there sooner rather than later, you know? Oh, did I run out of commands? Yes, I did. Okay. We unpause once again. So our lovely little ships here should be coming back. They're drawing a decent... You know what? You go there first, actually. Then there. Then come home. I want to know what's there, you know? How's this guy doing? Yep, I think that's pretty much perfect pathing on this guy. He didn't discover any potentially habitable planets out here. Like on these rim worlds, you know? Which kinda sucks. It sucks a little bit. How's our population growing, man? The pop is still growing. It will not produce any output before it is fully grown. Okay, yeah. Sure. Do I want to clear this tile? I think I actually do. I think I'm going to spend some time just clearing this tile right here. You can see the little loading bars making its way up. What did we just construct? Oh, mining station. Okay. Head here next. What the... Head here next. I didn't just accidentally control one of my ships and tell them to do that, did I? Okay, no, I didn't. All my ships are still doing what they're supposed to be doing. But yeah, the reason I'm doing that, and I'm spending some time just clearing off this tile, is because you want as many minerals as possible in the early game. So if I can just move this guy, and just put him on this tile down here, and increase our mineral gain, it will allow us to just build so much faster. So much faster. It will allow us to build colony ships, which are very, very expensive. And to start branching out onto other planets nice and early, which is always a good thing. And yeah, that's pretty much it, really. Okay, so he's good to go. You can build that mining station there now. Oh, there's something else we can build over here. Okay, just enter orbit after you've done that. The Veil has been fully surveyed. Sweet. So one of our science ships has encountered an anomaly. A Class 12 asteroid orbits this moon. The small planetoid's orbit appears far too stable for its presence to be a natural occurrence. 20% failure risk? That's a little high. Let's leave that be for now. We'll come back to that once our scientist is a little bit higher level. Okay. Our ships are starting to arrive back now. Our little scouting ships. Jesus, man, it's fucking tiny as hell. There he goes. They're starting to arrive back now. He's like a little space sperm. Look at him go, man. They're arriving back now from their little scouting missions, which is great. I guess the other ones are arriving back momentarily. That's a science ship. Okay, there's one of them. Okay, what do we discover here? Savannah, arid. Did I just misread arid and think that it said... Oh no, the Alpine world was here. Okay, yeah. I was just being fucking dumb as hell. No way these guys actually are... Oh my god, my phone's ringing. Oh my god, let me pause. Alright, phone answered, brother communicated with. Communications established, man. We are receiving a transmission from the... USA-ness. Let's call them... Usanis? Yeah, fuck it, man, it's Usanis, isn't it? Usanis Interplanetary Combine. They appear to have successfully translated our language, the bastards, they beat us to it. Diplomatic channels are now open, and all hostilities between us have ceased for the moment. Interesting. Jesus Christ! Wow, and they're also authoritarian, eh? They're fanatic authoritarians and xenophiles. Alright. Interesting. I speak on behalf of the Unase... Fuck, I'm never gonna get to that, man. I'm just gonna call them NIS. NIS Interplanetary Combine. And I bring you greetings. Our great leader, Emperor Stellaris the First, is very pleased to have made contact with your unique species, and we look forward to an exchange of culture and ideas. Yeah, I look forward to enslaving the shit out of you and your goddamn tentacles. How should we respond? We don't really have a nice reply because we are dicks. So your kind will not threaten our high counters. It doesn't really matter what you say, but... news that we have encountered intelligent alien life for the first time has shaken our society to the core. Leaked footage of these bizarre creatures is spreading through media outlets across the Vovalian Reach, and many citizens have been gripped by panic. Rioting has been reported in several cities in Voval. Everyone just calm the fuck down, man. Strange Xenos appear to have achieved a level of technology similar to our own, and they are clearly spacefaring. Whether they regard our great species with fear, hatred, or cold indifference is anyone's guess. We should assume the worst. Alright, man. So this is actually another faction in the game. This is a problem. No, it's not actually. We should have time to expand into this alpine world here and this tundra world here. Because these are both cold climates, we should be able to move on to these fairly easily. Just trying to plan on how we're going to expand here. They're not going to like us moving here because it's kind of close to them. So they won't like our borders being really close like that, but that's okay, I think. They can deal with it, man. Alright, I can set up another lovely little energy credit farm right here. You can actually see that as soon as he's done building this, he's going to build like a lovely little space station on top of this. Oh no, is he down there first? Oh yeah, he's down here first. There it is, man. Lovely little mining station there. That's giving us +3 energy per turn to have built that, so that's good. Every building in the game, even these little space stations that you build to mine on a certain planet, of course costs energy, apart from the ones that actually mine energy credits. They just give you +2 or +3 or whatever, which is nice. And we can afford to do this one as well, so that's always good too. Build a lovely little mining station there. Get the rest of our ships. Another one of our little scouting parties has arrived back there, so it's good stuff. And all we're looking to do now is just increase our mineral income. Why? Because if I click the veil right here, go to the spaceport, we can build a colony ship, but it's going to cost us 500 minerals. So that's expensive as shit, basically. So we really want to find everywhere that we can to squeeze as much mineral income out of our planets as possible. We actually have quite low amounts of minerals on our home planet, which is kind of unfortunate. But we just gotta make do. As soon as this pop here is grown, I'm gonna put him on here. Once he's like half grown, I guess. Oh, nice, one of our scientists gained a level across aboard the science ship. From just scouting, I guess. We're just going to build a lovely little mine on here, of course. Little mining network. Increase the mineral income from that. Good stuff. We just want to max it as much as possible. Oh, nice. Another one of our ships got back. There it is. Let's get them back here. Let's combine up these two guys into just one little stack. 69 Ulu. Skip back. What's this? There's another alpine world and it's right here? It's only a 12-slot planet, though. You see the little number yellow, like the yellow number 12 there? Oh man, I'm going to move my construction ship here. Because he's got nothing else to mine in this system. As you can see, we're mining everything from here now. 6 energy. 5 units of minerals there as well. So I'm going to move him over here now. Just because my science ship is over here scanning stuff. So I'm going to move him over here. Oh, nice. We can get 4 energy from that sun. That's pretty good. Do we actually do that? Or do I just start saving minerals, though, right now? Oh, anomaly found, eh? One of our science ship discovered... Okay. By chance, we stumbled upon a faint alien signal during the survey of this moon. The source appears to be a small object in orbit. The signal contains no message. Could it be a distress transponder? Only 10% risk? Let's go for that. Let's go for that. Alright, there he is actually. He's coming back to it now. So if he's successful in scanning that, he might give us a bonus for mining that. And I am actually going to spend some minerals just building this and give us some real energy plus. It's really nice to build up a good energy bank just in case you mess up some calculations and, well, fuck yourself over and end up going into energy debt. All of your fleets get a lot weaker. And it's just no fun in general. Okay, so this science ship here is on its rounds. It's just come from this system, and you can see it's actually discovered a couple of... Whoops. It's actually discovered a couple of minerals here that we can be farming. Once you scan the system, of course, the name goes white, and it reveals any of the credits or minerals or, you know, research points or whatever. Like, this gives us a bit of science research here if we build a station here, so... It just lets you know everywhere that your construction ship should visit eventually to build some mining stations and stuff. Okay. The mummified remains of a single individual belonging to a previously unknown mammalian species have been found drifting in high orbit over that moon that was just mentioned. The being is dressed in what appears to be a flight suit, complete with a helmet, and maybe a fighter pilot that ejected in some ancient battle only to be forgotten and left behind. Our study of the corpses provided some interesting data. Oh nice, it gives us some extra research. Some extra society research there just came in, so we should be a little bit closer towards our society goal right now. Good stuff. Alright, another 10% anomaly. Let's just hit research on that. Oh, never mind. No, this one is still... covering this, right? What does that mean? Investigating, blah 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 blah. Oh, okay, yeah, never mind. That wasn't the little event that I was thinking about. Alright. So he's still actually exploring this world here. Hopefully his ship doesn't explode. There's like a 10% chance once this bar fills up. Just find something cool, man, please. A small short-range transmitter has been located on the surface of Wyfred blah blah blah. It appears to be an ancient survey marker placed here eons ago to mark a large deposit of precious metals. Yes, the miners it was meant for evidently never arrived, as the deposit is still here. Alright, nice. We can mine that now for those minerals that were left behind. Sweet. Plus 4 income per turn. That's a good one, man. That's a big mineral deposit for just one planet, you know? That's great, man. Okay, so I think we'll actually move like here first to this really, really nearby little alpine world, which our science ship is actually going to visit next. So we're going to get to see what tiles are on this planet soon. Because right now we actually cannot see the surface. All we know is that it's alpine. So I'm going to speed up the game by just a bit. There it is. Okay, what is on here? Okay, alright. It's not the greatest planet ever. It's not the greatest planet ever. But it's also not bad. It's not bad at all. We could build a little headquarters here. Because as long as you are beside one of these, like food, energy, or minerals, with your headquarters that you set up on a planet, you give bonus adjacency effects. So you get like +1 extra food, +1 extra minerals, but you would not get +1 extra engineering because it's not one of these primary resources right here. So we could set up a little base there. It's a pretty small planet, but I think it's good to do. Yeah, just so that we're growing our population much more quickly. Okay, so that's what we're actually going to do. Of course, in fact, right here, before I forget, I'm going to start. This population here is almost done growing. As you can see, the loading bar is almost done. So I'm just going to preemptively start building a mining network here to increase our mineral gain even more. We're going to unpause, slow the game down just a little bit, and I'm going to end this episode here before it runs on for too long. So thanks for watching, guys. Do hope that you all enjoyed it. Early days right now. The next couple of episodes are just all about setting up our economy. It's going to be awesome. I guess I will set up this research station here as well, so we can start mining this physics research that is also available right here. In fact, should I do that? Because we're going to move there soon. Okay, no, I'm not going to do that. I just changed my mind that quickly about that. We're just going to save the minerals and save for a really, really fast colony ship. And next episode, we should be sending a colony ship over there to colonize our first new world already, which is very, very fast for Stellaris, you know. So hey, thanks for watching, and I'll see all of you guys in the next one.